welcome to Justin's Journals. Just going for a lunchtime walk, and what I've been thinking about recently is not having enough time to do everything that we want to do, especially when it comes down to interests, or you could say special interests. And sometimes people recognise some of those as an obsession. So why can it make you feel unhappy? Well, those are things that you really enjoy doing, and like to spend as much time as possible doing them. So every available time that you have, you're thinking, oh, let's learn some of this, or let's look at a few more YouTube videos of that. For example, two of mine are one Japanese culture, and the second one is or has been Ethiopia, and that I sponsor a child at one of the schools. And for example, with Japanese and Japanese culture, you know, I've watched hundreds of videos. I've even thought about building a wooden tea house in my garden, just to let you know I'm an ex-carpenter, so yes, I could do that, but I've got visions of knocking down the garage and building a Japanese tea room, and also I've got Japanese china. I'm looking at posters. I've even researched where I want to visit. I'm planning to get a passport, saving up for the flight. I've looked into accommodation, looked at tour guides, and also I've started learning the language. I know 2 of the alphabet, so I'm just learning to read and speak. Why is this? Well, because when I was younger we had a Japanese student living with us, and it inspired me to love their culture and want to know more about their country and the people in it. And I just find that they are so kind people to be with, and also they have some beautiful countryside, and I love the outdoors. Talk about Ethiopia. So, well, I sponsor a child in Ethiopia in one of the schools there. Her father passed away, and she has 4 sisters, and I've done a lot of research, went into the school for charity, and even found out where someone in the UK lives that has been over there with her husband and supported them via the church. And so I follow that person on Instagram to see how they help the school. I've also looked into hotels, bank accounts, how to get a tour guide, when to go, how to visit, the currency, and all sorts of things. You know, why is this an obsession? Why? Because my wife says I'm always talking about it all the time. Everything is Japanese. Oh, let's have Japanese dinner tonight. Oh, let's go to the Japanese restaurant. Oh, let's decorate in Japanese theme. Let's buy some Japanese cushions. Oh, that in Japanese is this, and this is how you say that in Japanese. And oh, that's not how they do it in Japan. And oh, isn't life so different in Japan? I'm not to say that life is better in Japan. It isn't. And there are lots of things that they do in Japan that we probably wouldn't like. You know, for example, their working hours are really bad. So I wouldn't like to work over in Japan, certainly not. But I would love to go and visit and explore and just enjoy what the scenery can bring, and just enjoy speaking with the people and trying to converse with them in Japanese. So we all have our different special interests, and some followers that I've watched, you know, they like say Doctor Who, or they might like coins, or they might like dinosaurs. or they might like stones. And everyone is different, but everyone likes their special interests. Sometimes they can become obsessed with them, and they sometimes have to mask that they do enjoy them so much, because otherwise, if they don't mask their enjoyment, other people will become to be annoyed by the amount of time they spend on it and how much they want to speak about it. But special interests can fade. You can create new special interests. It just depends on you as a person and what you enjoy and what you appreciate. What the difficult thing about this weekend is that the weekend past it was all full of family time, children, dogs, and partner. And once the weekend's finished, you're really frustrated and you think, oh, I just really want to do this. I could just do with a day off. Where's this day off? I'm working 5 days a week at the moment, and I used to have a day off in the week, and that day off in the week would allow me to do some of those special interests, to learn a language, and to research Pokemon cards that I need to buy next, and all sorts of different things. Go for a walk and be in the outdoors, away from everything else, away from the family that you love, just the space that you want to be by yourself and alone, so that you can recover with the silence, because that's one thing that I really enjoy, is just complete silence, and or just listening to what you want to listen to, because all the other sounds can just be completely overwhelming. So yeah, that's my long aim. My long aim is to go back to 4 days a week, so I can spend that one day at home, that one day off, where I can just do what I want to do. And if I want to sit in a room all by myself in silence and read a book, because I love books as well, especially certain types of books, like The Fourth Wing, Harry Potter, and so on, which I will speak about in another video. There's a book called was the next one from The Fourth Wing, and that next book, which I'll talk to you about at some point, I'm really looking forward to reading. It's on my bookshelf, ready to go. I'm not in the right mindset to read it. Why not? Well, it's because everything else in life takes over. All the time you're spent with your family, all the other chores you have to do, and all the things that stress you out, things that overwhelm you, and then all of a sudden back to Monday, and you run out of time. So that's why sometimes it's so frustrating not be able to fit in all the things that you want to do. Hey, let's finish this off with a good view of this pond before I go back to the office and finish off my lunch break with a drink. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little chat, and if you want to hear more, then please let me know. Ask me some questions in the messages, and I'm more than happy to speak to you about it further. But yeah, like and subscribe. Thanks for listening.